Welcome back, guys, or welcome if this is your first time here. I'm Vision here at Blind Entertainment, bringing you guys another video. Today I'm going to be giving you guys my thoughts and opinions on the first 8 episodes of Fear the Walking Dead, the synopsis and the titles. Now, if that's something you're interested in, something you want to know my thoughts on, stay tuned and don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and hit the bell icon that way you don't miss any future videos on Fear the Walking Dead moving forward. Now, let's begin. Now, the season premiere of Fear the Walking Dead is titled What's Your Story? Now, the synopsis for this episode says, a lone survivor's weary journey is interrupted by new acquaintances, some who become friend, others who become foe. Now, of course, right away, we all know that lone traveler is going to be Morgan, because we've seen it in all the trailers and the promotions for the upcoming season. So that part I like, and I like how they didn't give us too much information about what will be going on in the episode. That's one thing I always like about The Walking Dead. They don't give too much information in their little synopsises, so I really like that. I'm interested to see who the big bad of the season is going to be. We know most likely he'll run into Madison and them. Probably those are the friends that they're talking about. Foe, I'm not sure who it could be yet. I have a theory of who it might be, but I'll be getting more into that as we get into these other episodes. Now, the second episode, entitled Another Day in a Diamond. Now, the synopsis says, for this episode, a troubled survivor finds allies in an unexpected place. The life Madison has fought to build comes under threat. Now, right away, I'm thinking that Morgan's probably going to meet one of the newer characters. Probably, I think it's the Maggie Grace character, Althea, or whatever her name is. I don't know how to pronounce it. I think he's going to run to her. She's connected with Madison and their group. He's going to arrive in the community in this episode, probably. And maybe what happens is, my prediction is that maybe while on the road returning to Madison's community, they run into like the big bad of the season, and they maybe fight them off and return to the community, but some either survive or run away, and then track them back and like show up at the community that Madison has built and like start making demands and start trouble with the community that Madison has built or is with. Next, we got episode 3, which is entitled Good Out Here. Now, the synopsis for this episode reads, Madison and Morgan try to help Nick find inner peace. A quest for revenge exacts its toll on the group. Now, right away, I like that because we got Nick. We know Nick probably went through something or has become more dark over the time during the time skip. And I like how they got Morgan coming in and he's going to help Nick maybe find inner peace. I'd like it if they did that. And maybe Nick is the first person he's either able to reach with his all life is precious motto, or like he's the one person that ends up using it and not dying like Benjamin or something like that. So I'm very interested to see that, and very interested to see where Nick is. I feel like a lot of people over exaggerate on Nick. He's a cool character, but I'd never really connected with him. But onward about the revenge, I think in episode 2, the antagonist group will probably show up at the gates, maybe kill 1 or 2 people, and then maybe we in the trailer we see Luciana leave the community. So maybe Luciana, maybe Alicia, and a couple newer characters that we'll meet go out on a quest to get revenge, and maybe a couple of the newer characters of season 4 end up dying. That's my prediction. I think that's a pretty good, solid idea already. Just of these first 3 episodes, I'm already looking forward to and am excited for season 4 of Fear. I know it's not as good as Walking Dead, but I do enjoy it, and I'm interested to see where this story goes in the upcoming season 4. Next, we got episode 4, entitled Barry. Now, the synopsis for this episode reads, Al's questioning uncovers some surprising truths about the group. John Dory receives unexpected news. Now, I'm already interested about this new Alfina, or whatever her name is, played, I think, by Maggie Grace. I'm not sure. It might be the Naomi. It might be the other person. But I think it's Maggie Grace. I really like her in Lost, but I think she's probably going to be someone new to the community. I think she ends up running into Morgan on the road and bringing them to this community, and they're kind of new members here, and I think it's going to go similar to what happened with Michonne and the governor in season 3. I really hope they remix it though in a way where it doesn't like totally come off as like copying them, but probably similar to that. And then we got this new character, I think I don't even know how to pronounce his last name. I think it's like John Dory or something. But I'm very interested to see his character. I think he might be the main antagonist of the season. I'm not sure. I was really hoping that it was Proctor John, but his name is John too, so it could be. But then again, this guy's being played by Dillahunt, so it's probably someone different. But I'm very interested to see how he plays out. But I think he might be the big bad of the season, and I'm interested to see what his unexpected news is. But I think it's given away in the episode 5 synopsis. Next, we got episode 5 entitled Wara. Now, the synopsis for this episode reads: the arrival of a wounded visitor in John Dory's life forces him to change his ways. Now, right away, this is why I think that he's probably most likely going to be the main antagonist due to the fact that, well, if someone is wounded and maybe it's a loved one or something, like maybe he would change his ways to be someone good, in my opinion. Unless it's like our group kills someone he loves, and then it makes him no longer be good and be bad. So I think it's a 50-50 toss-up. I think it'll play out one of those two ways. Our group maybe kills someone he cares about, or someone he cared about is wounded that is killed by someone else, a third party, and that makes him want to join Madison in their group. Maybe that's how it goes down. I'm not sure. I think it's a 50-50 shot. Either what someone he loves is wounded by Madison's group, or a third party wounds them, and that's what makes him join Madison's group. I think it's going to play out one of those two ways. And again, I'm very interested to see what goes on with this John character. I think he's definitely very interested, and I can't wait to see what goes on with him and our group in the upcoming season 4 of Fear the Walking Dead. Next, we got episode 6. Now, the title for this episode is Just in Case, and the synopsis for this episode reads: Strand wrestles with Madison's decisions. Things take an unexpected turn at the stadium. Now, right away, my thinking is, like I said, for episode 6, maybe a third party wounds someone close to John, and he turns to Madison and them and wants to join them to take down a third party antagonist. So I'm thinking that's like the unexpected turn that happens at the stadium, and then maybe Strand doesn't totally agree with Madison's decisions, and he's struggling whether to agree or not. I think that's how it's going to play out. I think that's my prediction for this episode. I'm very interested to see, again, what's going on. These are just predictions, and I'm very excited for Fear Season 4. Probably most I've been excited for Fear in a very, very long time. Next, we got episode 7 entitled The Wrong Side of Where You Are Now. The synopsis for this episode reads: Madison's decision to help an adversary has unintended consequences. Meanwhile, John Dory's life hangs in the balance. Now, right away, my thoughts are John wasn't actually wanting to help Madison when he came to the group, maybe. And maybe he was still working with the main antagonist of the series. Maybe he's going to be a secondary antagonist. And he leads them into a trap. Maybe they get captured, and maybe like one character from Madison's group ends up surviving and ends up with John Dory, and maybe like they're the ones wrestling with whether like to kill him or use him for information to rescue their people. That's my prediction for this episode. I think that'd be an interesting way to have it play out. I think it could be a little bit too close to some things we've seen on the show, but I think it's also could be original enough where people wouldn't say it's that it's a copy of the comics or the TV show. But I would be interested to see how that story will play out, and I'm very interested to see what they will do with this John character and how he'll be implemented in season 4 of Fear the Walking Dead. Last, we got episode 8 entitled No One's Gone, and the synopsis for this episode reads: Madison fights to preserve the life she worked so hard to build. Morgan tries to do the right thing. Now, right away, I'm thinking we're probably going to get into a battle in this episode. You know, Madison trying to save everything she's worked so hard to build. And then you got Morgan trying to do the right thing. I think this might be the last episode where Morgan's in fear. I think it'd be smart to do it the first half, and then maybe he goes back to the original group. Something happens, or maybe he just decides to go back. I don't know. But one thing I also want to mention is I really like how they kind of have it, No One's Gone, mirroring how this is this 4th season of Fear the Walking Dead, the 8th episode. And if you remember back to the original show in season 4 and episode 8, it was titled Too Far Gone. and then this one's No One's Gone. I like how they kind of have those two titles mirroring each other, or maybe it's going to be symbolic or something. But I really like how they kind of are similar in name titles. I just like that. And I really hope they don't do this where it's similar to the prison attack where there's this big battle, some people die, maybe someone's taken hostage. I really hope they don't do something like that. I think that'd be very, very bad, too much repetitive. But I'm very excited again to see where this season goes. I really like that. There's not much to go on with the titles of these episodes because, unlike with The Walking Dead, the titles don't mean much. They just kind of are there. They don't really connect to the story. They're not like a hidden meaning like in the original show. But I'm very interested to see what goes on this season. I'm very excited for Fear the Walking Dead Season 4. Leave your thoughts and predictions of what you think will happen in Season 4 of Fear the Walking Dead in the comment section down below. So yeah, guys, those are my thoughts and predictions and opinions on the titles and synopsises for Fear the Walking Dead Season 4. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and share. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below and hit the bell icon that way you don't miss any future videos on Fear the Walking Dead moving forward. This has been Vision here with Blind Entertainment, and I will see you next time.